Do you ever wonder why do we have fingerprints? Like, what's the point of them? It turns out that these little whorls and ridges on our fingers have some pretty interesting purposes, and one of them might just be the reason why you're alive right now. You see, every single person has a unique set of fingerprints that can be used to identify them. No two people have the same ones, not even identical twins. More on that later. These patterns on our digits are so special that even the police use them to figure out who people are sometimes. But fingerprints aren't just unique identifiers, they also help us grip things. The ridges and grooves on our fingers allow us to get a better hold on objects, which is especially useful if we're holding onto something small or delicate. Plus, the bumps on our fingerprints, also called papillae, increase friction, which helps us keep our grip even when things get slippery. And it turns out that these handy grips might be the reason why our ancestors survived and thrived. See, about 2.6 million years ago, our hominid ancestors started using tools. At first, these were simple things like sharp rocks that they used for cutting and scraping. But eventually, some clever ancestors started using these rocks as handles for more sophisticated tools. Over time, these early humans became more and more reliant on tools to help them hunt and gather food, which required more precise grips eventually. The ancestors who could create and use these tools more effectively had a big advantage. They were better able to survive and pass on their genes, including the genes related to developing fingerprints. So, thanks to fingerprints, our ancestors were able to advance, innovate, and eventually become us. But wait, if identical twins have the same DNA, shouldn't they have the same fingerprints? Well, no, because fingerprints aren't just determined by our genes, they're also influenced by our environment. Even though identical twins share most of their environment while growing in the womb, there are some tiny differences, like the position of the fetus. The amount of amniotic fluid and even the blood type of the mother can all affect how the fingerprints turn out. That's why identical twins have different prints. Now you know. You're welcome. Now stay curious.